Hello, and welcome back to Monster Train 2. I threw in the 2 that time. Surprise! How you doing? I'm doing alright. Happy Monday. I am not very far ahead on my recordings. The fault lies with the King is Watching. I've been playing that game in my free time instead of Monster Train. Although, you know, my free time when I'm playing Monster Train is then recording Monster Train. Yeah, whatever. We're on a 43 right now. Not doing too bad. Have had some fine runs, I would say. Now, shall we go? I think so. I want to address a comment, by the way, another one that got to me. I did actually reply to this in the comments section, but I want to make sure I address this one for the general populace as well. 2 runs ago, there was a line, or no, yesterday's run actually, there was a line to play pull Shadow Siege out of the deck with Moon Pixie. I want to address this comment because someone said I missed that because I was playing too fast because of Undo. I missed that because it fucking sucked. Please don't say I'm making misplays because of Undo when the play is just bad. It's very silly. Thank you for listening. Let's play this absolutely atrocious run. Oh boy, Awoken Exile Umbra. Dude, you flip these clans and show me this exact opener, this shit is like done in 20 minutes. Oh, it's so sad. It's actually not even done in 20 minutes. I think Primordium, he struggles a little bit, but let's get to it. Anyway, we've pushed back Archon and Entropy to contend with. Good for Shattered Shell. Entropy, it's mixed, right? We gotta ping the silencers off for him. But yeah, we'll probably want to play one of the Sentients that isn't spikes here, but we'll see. Oh, well, those aren't good. I do have 4 consumes, so Trader's Quill is something in the early game at least. And, oh, these aren't very good either. You can play Rejuvenating, I suppose. This one is called Explosive. I've always called this one Rejuvenating Sentient. That's not what it's called. But yeah, since we have a sweeper who wants to get the kills, we can take the Explosive to kill frontline, and then Spike Sentient can kill nothing because we want the Shattered Shell killing everything. And with -1 draw, we're actually in a great position for this fight, roughly. Well, not great, but we're in a pretty good position for this fight. I'm going to play bottom floor. I think that my general theory right now is if you are in a position like this, playing bottom floor is best because it guarantees you the collector. And there's no reason to play a higher floor versus this boss, right? There's absolutely no value to it. So we just guarantee ourselves the collector, and we'll beat the boss for free by just stacking up a little regen. I'm gonna... Wait, what? Oh, that was fucking Trader's Quill. Right, that makes sense. I was shocked for a moment because I was like, why did regen proc Rejuvenate? It didn't. I'm not healing on these turns so that my Shattered Shell gets full damage scaling here that he can get, because you're not giving up too much for it. And yeah, we just win naturally. No big deal. Now, I think this Rejuvenating Sentient path is really bad into Seraph and the Titans. I think that it's really hard for this path to do anything there. So this is an early game and pivot sort of angle. I'll play Razor Sharp over Steel Enhancer. Is that true? I don't know, actually. Steel Enhancer is nice. The plus HP is really good in the next fight. Like, really good. But I am a little weak in the next fight. I should play Steel Enhancer. You are correct. And we could play another Prismal Dust. I think it's fine. Maybe Entumbra Assault there. I'm not so sure. And I will probably go Steel Shop into Arms Merchant, and we can play an Umbra line here, like a Morsel Maker shows up and it changes things a decent amount. It doesn't change things a decent amount, but we can now throw a Gorger top floor for moderate value, which I'm very happy to do. I think it's good to do. Now, what do I want on this guy? I want him to have multi-quick. Quick can come from a quick dagger, but I don't think you should give him large stone because it's not, well, we're not cultivating. So 50 HP is good-ish, and 15 base attack is also fine. I think I should give him large stone multi. But I can't, the thing is, I think this is actually a pretty common mistake I see people make in this game, and it's mostly like people will make suggestions here, right? Where you'll be like, oh, well, you could play Large Stone Shattered Shell, and you could. I think it is good. I have reasoned out that I think it's a good play. However, it's not really that good here because if you take this, you don't get to roll and see the other 2 options, right? So if I roll instead, I can see quick multi, and then I get to pick one of these instead, which I will take multi-strike, of course. It's worth thinking about. Now, do I want to just give him plus 14? Not really. I'll probably have a path that gets me to another steel shop here. This one's not terrible. Arms merchant here, trinket shop here. Trinkets aren't very good. This clan combo does not have good trinkets. So we can path away from each trinket shop very comfortably, which means we get a free steel and a free arms merchant. And then our next actual pick is here at the steel magic shop, and then arms magic, and then steel magic. Yeah, so we have at least one more steel shop ahead of us, which means I don't think I need to lock in plus 14, which means I'm going to put it on Morsel Maker. I'm going to buff this guy up because I think he will be very good into Archon, because Archon is actually going to give us some trouble here. Should I do -1 energy per turn? I think it'll be fine. We're pretty strong. I don't think we should see any trouble here. Morsel Maker should do a lot of work. And we'll probably want to put him front line on Archon. And then if I play a Trained Steward, which I think it's a little weird. We'll see. I'll have to see what it looks like, basically. I missed the Collector, no big deal. I took the trial. I could have gotten that Collector. No, I couldn't have. Could I have? Can you Prismal Dust enemies? Oh shit, I could have gotten that Collector. Ah, damn. How did I miss the double Prismal Dust middle floor line there? I don't know. I could have got that guy. Oh well. Nice. Not bad. So, it's a minor misplay, but also I'm not going to sweat missing that line. I don't think that one's something that you're going to see too often. And I also don't think it's worth undoing the fight over. Yeah, here I'll take Razor Sharp Edge. You could take Restoration Detonation there as well if you like. Mind Collapse is okay. Just like a fine pickup. You want to pick cards with this Entropy Pyre as well. So Mind Collapse is fine. And we'll go right. I will say, I think that if I get offered Dante, I will probably pick him and then throw the run away, most likely. Like, I'll just win the run and then call it. I don't know, how do you guys feel? What do you think about the Dante lines? Remove Trader's Quote for 2 random artifacts? Sure. That's insane! Wow! What a roll! Whoa, that one's also really good. Thanks, man. That's crazy. Crown of the Eternal, the Sentient? What a life. Okay, Glass Cannon is pretty much a free plus 50 here. The only fight it's bad on is fight 7. Yeah, I think you want to play this one around Morsel Maker to finish the next fight. This is a position where you're buying because you can't afford the roll here, and that's fine. You could do Deployable Glass Cannon. I think it's perfectly fine for Shattered Shell to start plus 50. I think it's a good line. And then we'll just take energy in the Archon fight, or after the Archon fight, I should say. And we'll go from there. This fight is really annoying, though. I think Pushback Archon is probably the most likely fight to kill you in this game right now. So we could play Sentient, Morsel Maker, Shattered Shell, and then we could play Morsel Maker in front to tank the pushback to try to preserve the fight orientation. And then you would put Shield Steward up top. I don't think it's all that good. But it's not really bad either, is it? No, I don't think it's really all that bad. Because this Sentient doesn't need to be in front. And so we give him a round to spawn. I think at a certain point, though, here, let's do a little math. 4 plus 6 plus 13 is fine first round. I don't know the wave composition super well, but I think it were fine for a while. Because I know this wave will get blocked, this wave will get blocked. Wow, nice. It was wild with Sap the Sentient. And then 3 Prismal Dust I can't play. Next wave will get blocked. What about this wave? 4-4. Yeah, that wave will get blocked. Maybe it does just block everything for you. It's possible. Little Glass Cannon here. Even if he dies, he's gonna hit like a full round of damage into Archon, which is good. Next piece of tech for this run is to basically just not care about Vengeful Shard damage. We can heal it back. I did see a post on the subreddit about this Pyre that was like, I think people overhate on the entropy Pyre. The damage you take from the shards is not that big of a deal, something like that, right? And like the HP makes up for it, right? And that is like a I don't fault the person for having this opinion. Basically, I don't want this to be a takedown or anything like that, but that is not why this Pyre is bad, and I didn't realize this at first either, for what it's worth. I also did not understand why this Pyre was bad until after I made my Pyre Heart tier list video. The reason this Pyre is bad is because its attack is so low that the high HP almost doesn't make up for it. You spend a lot of time in the Titan fight with this Pyre because it is so slow to kill Dominion. It is a big issue, or the reason this Pyre is not good. Drawing to 10. Also, when your deck is filled with curses, you're usually drawing like 3 or 4 cards per turn, actually, which isn't great. Cycle of Life? Spikes 8 plus 10 with a -1 baked in? I don't think so, man. You could do Shroud Mitosis. I actually don't hate it. I think it's fine. Whoa, quick Shattered Shell. You know what's interesting here? I think you're supposed to pick this because if I take this, I have multi-strike Shattered Shell, right? And I have quick Shattered Shell, which doubles the amount of things I can hit in this steel shop. Multi-strike or quick is the end of this run. That's pretty cool. And then we're gonna take, I was gonna take energy. Am I still gonna take energy? Probably, because it lets me play, I don't need space, right? I think energy lets me play, oh right, sorry. This is Entropy Pyre. It's always energy or space. I was thinking about draw there. This is Entropy Pyre. So it is just, and we're just gonna take quick here, of course. Oh yeah, it is just energy or energy space, which makes it a lot simpler, I suppose. Overgrowth Carapace? Fight Club's fine. There's basically no room that I want here, so Fight Club's okay. A little misplay. I shouldn't have taken the quick right away. I should have checked here for quick dagger. My bad. That's okay though. And we'll go all the way down on explosive. We'll take the line through. I'm gonna pick up some healing and let explosive kill some frontline for us, and otherwise, that's basically the run. Now, the second Shattered Shell is not that big of a deal. Is this a big deal? No, I think I'm fine through this fight. These fights do ask you to put a lot of damage up very quickly, but the second Shattered Shell is not that big of a deal because I have extra energy. And I was thinking about it. I can just keep Morsel Maker. I didn't get offered a good Gorge unit. I'll just put this guy down. Yeah, I'm not even wasting much for the second Shattered Shell. Yeah, 180 off the rip. Crazy. I did get a little bit baited here, because I thought this enemy was 160, not 180. Because I thought it was the multi-strike guy. Although I might have just been wrong, because the multi-strike guy might be one... I don't think I'm right. I think he's like one... Oh, sorry. Sorry, I was lost in thought. I think I'm actually going to restart for this one, because that one's embarrassing. I was thinking about the multi-strike guys. I think they're 170, aren't they? I gotta go look now. What are these guys? No, I don't know what their names are. Undying Wretch, they're in this area. Ominous Acolyte? No. Slaven Knight? No. Who are you? On? Rank 10. Ravenous Zealot. They are 170, so even what I was thinking was wrong. Okay. My fault. Anyway, sorry for the undo, but also there's absolutely no reason for me not to just split my units like this and then chill. Right? It is absolutely ridiculous that I'm even getting in the position. But I was just not thinking, you know, I was just clicking buttons. I think I probably should play this. Oh no, I take a damage for it. It's whatever, you heal the full anyway. It's like -1 slay. That's all it is. There you go. I was in the mentality of just end turn here, and yeah. Also, I was thinking Shroud Mitosis so that I could get more more HP on the Sentient is kind of cute here. Nice try, Cael the Corruptor. Unfortunately for you, I have 8 damage shield. Not today, brother. Not today. I will have to do the same sort of play versus the Spikes Lady as well, but that's not that big of a deal. Of course. Consume and Snare, Avarice, Wildwood Custodian. You could actually make a case for Pyre Grow here. It's like, you know, probably not that good. -2 draw next turn, though, is almost worth having. It's a lot of Ember Cash. I'm going to take Prism Retrieval because it has a Holy Stone baked in. May as well just take the heal. And the Arms Merchant is fine. Bloodthirsty Blade? Yeah, that's probably the one. I underestimated Bloodthirsty Blade. I picked it up in a run with a quick sweeper, like, here, and at the end of the run it was in the 200s. That thing's kind of crazy. Oh, Emblem of the Exiles. I've said it before, and I will say it again. I'll probably say it every time I see it. I think this is the best relic in the game. Like, it's always good. There's never a position where I'm unhappy to play Emblem of the Exiles. It's ridiculous. And now, from this point on, I will probably make a few misplays here and there throughout the rest of the run. And I don't mind answering these questions, by the way. They don't bother me if you've asked me a question like this, but sometimes people will be like, hey, in this position, isn't it slightly better for you to play this a little differently? Like, shouldn't you put this unit in front of the other unit? Shouldn't you, like, play on multiple floors, things like that? You could save a little HP here. Nothing matters for the rest of this run, and I do more so find it worthwhile to, because of the restart battle function, I don't have to sit here and like sweat super hard. We can just kind of click through this run because I have everything I need now. At a baseline, Shattered Shell is killing these fights, so all I need to do is nothing. All I have to do is pass, pretty much. I should maybe put up some regen, but I don't even feel like I need to do that. I think I am actually so strong that at the start of the fight, I win. Like, just from the outset, I am winning. Now, the only thing to think about, or not the only thing to think about, but worth talking about in this fight now, is the fact that I will probably be razor sharping the Titans. I've come around on it to basically, in my opinion now, feel like I don't care, more or less. And I kind of just prefer getting out of the fight a little faster. And it's in the game, so I don't really mind playing around it, is my final feeling. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, because every time I do this, someone is shocked. If one of the Titans is at 1 HP and you play Razor Sharp Edge on them, it sets that Titan down to -1 and bypasses the lockout, and then you kill all 3 of them. I don't really care about it. And Graft is actually not good here because we're already going to be at plus, we're already going to be at 10 draw. I guess it's fine, actually. Ember Forge with spikes. Someone did ask me to get an Ember Forge run in here. Here he comes. Here's Ember Forge. Spike's Ember Forge is going to make a play we can't see. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use Razor Sharp Edge on the Titans because I don't know, it's in the game. I'll stop doing it when it's out of the game. That's my take right now. I will win this run anyway, so I'm just going to save myself a little, and you guys a little bit of time. Although, you know, it's not really fair. Oh, I'm saving you time, making you have to watch this video less. No, I don't want that. But also, if you're still here, you're probably not the person who was going to click off when the run was won. I don't know. None of this really matters, does it? I'll do like Spell Chain Steel Enhancer. Plus 10 Mind Collapse. No, it is strange though, but it's not worth it, or it's never going to be right to be like, oh, well, I should just not play, or I shouldn't upload this run, right? Because I don't feel like that's very fair either. I don't want, and one of the things about making YouTube content is that I've never wanted to be someone who has to curate my runs in a game like this, right? I just want to play the game. If we get a cool, overpowered run, that's cool. If we get a shitty, bad run, that's also fine. But I don't want to have to sit here and be like, oh, well, I better throw this one out. It was a little too strong. Like, that's kind of lame. And I just don't like it. Right? Because my content theory has always been, I just want to be good at the game, you know? That's always what I've wanted. And so my whole shtick being good at the game means that it's much more I don't necessarily want to say valid, but like the point of what I want to do is I want to... Oh, that thing has remove consume. Cool. I just want to put up like a big streak, you know? That's always been my thing. I want to be as close to 100% as I can in these games, because that's what I find interesting. It's actually one of the reasons I kind of stopped playing the Bazaar. Being good at the Bazaar doesn't feel like a skill thing, it feels like a numbers thing. In terms of like climbing the ranking. That game's ranking really incentivizes you to just play a bunch of runs every season, and that wasn't me. I'm just gonna end my turn here. There's no reason to keep doing anything. But yeah, I don't really mind either way. Also, Emberforge is actually generating us a little bit of value, which is cool. Savagery's Last Assault is the thing to think about in this run now, for sure. We have to figure out what exactly we want to do about that, and the answer will probably just be to tank it and then heal through it. And play like middle floor maybe. But I don't know, it's not a guarantee, for sure. I should probably pick up something like Forever Consumed. I want a little more frontline damage. And we can maybe just heal with the Sentient even. Arm Shop gives me deployable Fight Club. Magic Shop gives me not much. I'll do deployable Fight Club. Yeah, I think it's fine. Plus 15, it's like plus 30. And what did we get out of 2 fights of Bloodthirsty Blade? 2 or 3? I think it was 3 fights of Blood. No, that was only our second fight. It's M for merged equipment. 95, so it's plus 45 right now. That's fine. Yeah, our frontline plan for Savagery here, if it's Savagery's Assault, is to play Sentient and just let her explode. And it's not, so this is a little awkward because Deformed Duo actually doesn't die. One big piece of advice I think I can give you guys if you're struggling in this game, stop taking this trial. Like whatever the Fight 7 trial is, it's probably not worth it. One of the only things I can do here to make this run significantly closer to losing is picking this trial here. I think this trial is very bad. We'll just spread out. So the only other thing to talk about is that this enemy doesn't die natively. Oh. I could undo, but I'll just Vengeful Shard. I didn't look at what boss it is, but it doesn't really matter because I don't have to change what I'm gonna do here very much. Yeah, we don't naturally kill these guys, but the Sentient can cover it while we're scaling. Yeah, I should tank these Vengeful Shards just to get up the Prismal Dust, just to be safe. This guy might get by me. Do you have a card for Prism Retrieval? Emberforge! Wait a minute. No, I should probably do it like this, but I could lock in Emberforge, wind him up and watch him go, huh? Oh, I didn't quite kill that guy. Too bad. Fight Club Morsels killed that guy. We're a little bit short on some of these kills. It's mostly just sad to miss Bloodthirsty Blade scaling, in my opinion. But that doesn't really matter into this Seraph anyway. So I'm not too worried. Take the 1 damage shield. Sorry, Emberforge. It wasn't your day. Okay, we don't quite have the damage to one-shot double heavies. We're a little short, but that doesn't matter because we're not fighting into Savagery. I almost want to heal, but I guess I should do it like this. Alright, Emberforge, tap in. 10 damage. The beast has arrived. How you doing, Sentient? You're fine. 18 corruption, 246 HP. You're fine. One more cast. There are a few fights where this explosive Sentient doesn't really get to do her thing, which is a shame. Who are you? You are the Spikes boss. I think all I have to do is not play a spell here and I'll win. Okay, good fight. Because if you play a spell, she gets 1 spike and then he kills himself immediately. Not very good. 4 damage shield was all we needed. Fine fight. I don't think it's scary. I think it looks kind of scary, but it's not that bad. Dualism Ember Forge? Whoa. Nice. Steel Shop's fine. Magic Shop's fine. I think I like Removal Duplicate a little more. And we can just clean up. Not units because we actually play them all out. So probably Planks can go now. It's interesting because I said I want to take cards, but I don't ever want to play Plink. Like, there's no purpose to it. You could make a second copy of this Shattered Shell, which is just kind of silly, but you could do it. Multi-strike, quick, Shattered Shell. Let me see if there's a +1 upgrade slot. There's an Odie's Totem. Seems kind of bad. There's a Priory's Cloak. Seems kind of bad. There's a Channel Heart. Seems kind of bad. There's a Sinner's Salve, a Deepwood Oil. I guess Sinner's Salve is fine. And Deepwood Oil isn't bad here either. I don't mind 10 armor on our fragile boy. And you can give me another Steel Enhancer. Yeah, I think there's nothing to do here. Maybe +20 on Ember Forge, and he lives and saves us 5 against Savagery. And yeah, we'll purge Plink. Because I don't want to be drawing curses, but Plink is also effectively a curse. Okay. Not bad. Ultimately, even though I said this would have been better and the start was a nightmare, it's not actually a nightmare, right? It was fine. Now, into the Savagery fight, you do prefer top floor play, in my opinion. It's a little bit better to just give yourself a little extra time to scale. And I don't want to accidentally steal kills, so I shouldn't play Shattered Shell. I want the scaling. Here goes Ember Forge. My king has arrived. Wait, he's gonna steal kills! Ember Forge, no! Sorry, Ember Forge fans, he's on vacation today. Sorry to all you Ember Forge heads out there. He can't make it to the function. He's got a case of being too cool. Ember Forge, he's armed and handsome. Be on the lookout. You don't want to get caught by this guy, or you'll never escape. Aw, Plink. I wanted to scale. It's okay, I have a Mind Collapse in here. That'll probably do what I need. Hello, Mind Collapse? Are you out there? Mind Collapse, it's me. Are you still there? Need to kill this guy, because I need to get to the 500 HP. We can't be sitting here sweating singular slays. You know, I think in the run I was talking about where I got that mega scaled Bloodthirsty Blade, pretty sure I actually had Blood of the Apex. Now that I'm thinking about it a little more. I think that might have been why it scaled so hard. Oh, because she's silenced. That's kind of good. Wait, I can play all of these. And then get my scaling. I did farm up a bunch of damage on my enemies, but it's not really a problem. I think if I heal any amount... Do you have to take damage for Crown of the Eternal to proc? Wow, what a nerf to Explosive Sentient. You have to be hit or else it doesn't actually do the damage for you. 186 is... First swing puts you to 194? Yeah, 194. And then second swing is 198. Okay, so you are killing them. Doing a little math there. I just need to keep ahead of these double heavies, keep my eyes peeled for them, and pick them off when I see them. Because the Sentient, she can't rejuvenate at all on her own. If she was getting Crown of the Eternal value every turn, I think maybe. And I'm not kidding, I think it would make it a lot more consistent. Because she only really needs to hit one time. But you know, it is what it is. You know how it be. This guy... He's not gonna kill me, right? He's gonna die. Because he'll die to the Sentient exploding. I think I might want to throw in Shattered Shell and just let him go clear this wave off. Is that right, do you think? 224 times 2? No, I don't think so. I think I don't need to. Wait. Let me think about it again. Let me just look at what's coming up. Okay. I should do this because there's actually no reason not to. Why shouldn't I? That's what I realized. Because it's not like I'm going to get any slays anyway. I'm going to be silenced, so I may as well just kill the silence guy. I sap my unit. Sorry. I always, like, it's... effects that hit the whole train, I'm never able to correctly conceive of. For some reason, it never dawns on me. I always play these curses out of order. You gotta put in a little more effort to get it right. I'll get there eventually, maybe. Like I said, man, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I'm not like a perfect player. I think anyone can do the streak that I'm doing if you put your mind to it. I really don't think it's so bad. I must kill this Deafening Herald. Yeah, this is the other problem with Pyre of Entropy. You do often get turns into curse enemies where you only actually have 4 cards in hand. Which I'm not a huge fan of. My Sentient has 300 HP. That's pretty good. Go Emberforge. He's got Titan skin, so he lives. I think I wiped this wave out, but there's a heavy hidden in the middle here. And it's kind of close. Okay, phew. I was a little scared. But we do have enough. I'm okay to play Curse of Entropy here. And I think this is the turn where I'm going to go ahead and heal. I know I'm technically losing slays. It's whatever, man. -1. If I lose for that -1, such as life. My Sentient's HP is, final count, 336. Pretty good. Yeah, this is a run that can lose, mostly to just not seeing an enemy that's living secretly. Like, if you let one guy go by you here, you actually just lose the run. 208 on the Sentient. Yeah, our Relentless isn't crazy. I think without... we would have been fine. We have 13 damage shield. I was going to say, without Emblem of the Exiles, would we lose? Nah, man. We're fine. It's all good. It's all good. Rejuvenating Sentient, though, she's not that bad. I think she's a perfectly acceptable frontliner to pair with someone like a sweeper. I think that a big thing about picking your starting champion path is picking something that synergizes with your starting unit. So, like, Shattered Shell clears backline. So even if you watch a tier list video down the line that's like, oh, well, I think Rejuvenating Sentient is worse than Spike Sentient on average, you pick Rejuvenating Sentient here because you can use her to kill the frontline and the Shattered Shell kills the backline, right? If I'm starting with, I don't know, Animus of Will there, I'm probably playing Spikes to clear the backline and then trying to buff up Animus of Will with something. She's probably not going to get many buffs, but she'll do alright. Where do you want to play in this fight? I like bottom floor. It kind of doesn't matter. I like bottom floor typically if it doesn't feel like it matters, because then you just get right into fighting the waves and you get to kill the curse enemy on the first wave, which I think is nice, because especially with this Pyre, lots of curses to deal with. Who do you think we kill first? It's not Dominion, I'll tell you that. It's probably Entropy dies first, but this is a long fight. And maybe it's Savagery. It's actually a little hard to say. I'm gonna eat a lot of curses. Emberforge, the goat himself, holding it down for me. My man. That's plus 5 HP. Thank you, buddy. After this fight, before I end the video, I want to go check the Pyre HP numbers, or the Pyre damage numbers while I'm thinking about it. Because I haven't done so, and I want to put like an actual number value to my opinion. I should hold over graph there. I'm min-maxing slays in the Titans, man. It's over for me. Yeah, this draw is the thing I think is really problematic about Pyre of Entropy. Because if you get this draw on a very critical turn, because you are down a draw due to Pyre Light, I actually think the best thing you could do for Pyre of Entropy is increase max hand size to 11. I think that's like the #1 buff I would want to see this thing receive. Because it gets so fucked over by, like, it ruins every single generate a card every single generate a card upgrade, relic, whatever you want to call it. And there is just naturally one in Dominion. I think it's one of the only major flaws is that Pyre of Entropy, like, not like major flaws, it's not really a major flaw, but it is like a clear mistake of design. But that, I always don't like to call things like design mistakes either, because it feels kind of mean. You know what I mean, right? It's just, it's strange that this Pyre naturally deactivates things. I feel like they did an incredible job removing all of these weird little interactions in Monster Train 2. There were a lot of them in Monster Train 1. I am actually not even gonna end up razor sharpening these Titans. I think I'm gonna win this fight straight up. How silly. I wanted to show it off in case you haven't seen it, because it is a mechanic in the game, and I really have no problem with it, you know? I think it's valid to use while it's in the game, because eventually it'll get patched. But also, I drew Razor Sharp Edge on the wrong turn. You kind of want to permafrost or something for it. If I drew this next turn, we could have showcased it. Oh well. It is what it is. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Vengeful Shards there. I could have showcased it actually if I stopped playing Pyre Lights, but it's whatever. Maybe I'll draw it off the rip, and you can see. Nope, too bad. Alright, Rejuvenating Sentient. Kill this guy. Very nice. Clean run. Nothing to really complain about. We hit our multi-strike, we hit our quick. The real insane hit here was when we went to that Historian event and just got handed like 2 game-winning relics. That was a nuts hit, for sure. 44. Not bad. Alright, let me go check these Pyre attack numbers here real quick so that I can put a number to my opinion. This is not the place to see it. If you want to see these, you go... Well, you can do it here, I think. Yeah. Dominion Pyre starts at the same the same attack, actually, 30. That's interesting. And so does Bogworm, so I didn't know that, actually. I think that the base Pyre attack even being 5 higher, though, matters, because when you get... Like, it doesn't seem like a lot, right? But the difference here is when you get the boss relics, they give you plus attack based on your base attack. It's like a percentage increase, I'm pretty sure. So even missing out on 5 adds up when you have 2 gaps, right? Or when you have 2 buffs that are percentage based. But anyway, I was interested to see that. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.